concerning the alleged arson attack at the Capitol building. Well, he mentioned about open sources, which of course he explained to the court that open sources are unrestricted information, especially having access to social media handles. And so the information was centered around, information they gathered from the defendants was centered around a group chat from the office of Councilor Fonati Koffa, where messages were exchanged and plans were being made. Conspiracy took place, and then he also mentioned that they subpoenaed the court for which they had access to the defendant phones and conversations there. So they argue both sides, as I said earlier this morning, is probably cause for which prosecution is here. This is not the main trial. And so prosecution has the right to parade their witnesses, whereas a defense team will always cross-examine. And so they argue today, matter was suspended, and tomorrow is final argument into the matter, which of course the judge will come out with a ruling.
Okay, definitely. Councilor Koffa also just mentioned not being in favor of the evidence that were provided, especially regarding the situation of the audio, the video, and continue being thrown outside and all of that.
But Raphael, the police officer who testified, did, according to the audio that was played, for which he said Councilor Koffa admitted that was his voice, or Abu Kabara said it was the work of AI.
Okay, artificial intelligence. Yeah, that means the audio was altered.
Yeah, it was altered and said it was the work of AI. That's why Abu Kabara retained. But Councilor Koffa, according to the police investigation and report, and he even appeared on the local radio and admitted that was his voice. But all in all, as I said, arguments were being heard, and so tomorrow is final argument where both teams will prefer their case before the court, and then a ruling will be made in the matter.
So does this mean, are we saying we will not move to another court, especially now that we're having a final argument tomorrow based on the proceedings?
Well, I did hear the county attorney, Councilor Richard Scott, talking about other evidences that have been admitted is now at Court A, Criminal Court A. So we're probably going to see this case being transferred because the magisterial court is a lower court, and there are certain cases above the jurisdiction. And so in that form and manner, it's usually being transferred to criminal court based on the charges levied against those defendants.
All right, Fabi, I guess so far that would do it. Like you said, tomorrow will be...
at 9 a.m. is final argument.
Okay. At 9 a.m. tomorrow.
It's final
9 a.m.
So we will be back here again to witness the final argument tomorrow and see as to whether the judge will rule tomorrow or Friday. But there has to be a ruling in this matter.
Okay. All right. Thanks for talking to us, Fabi. That's our judicial correspondence here at the Temple of Justice, Fabi Nkoya. You heard it from her. Final arguments tomorrow. A ruling is expected in the case involving the 5 or 4 lawmakers in the Capitol building fire incident. So we've been here this morning bringing you all of the details. You just heard Councilor Koffa expressing his disappointment in the evidence that were provided during the hearing shortly. But again, this has been a long time coming. It's been Saturday since the lawmakers were taken to the Monrovia Central Prison, bailed out and brought here on yesterday for their first appearance for a preliminary examinations. And the preliminary examinations continue here at the Monrovia City Court. You heard it from Fabi. It's been said that other evidences are being provided at the court, Criminal Court A. There's evidence there also that has to do with this case, so it's obvious this case might be transferred to the Criminal Court A. But again, according to Fabi Nkoya, a ruling is expected to be made by tomorrow. So Benny, can I have a word with you quickly? This is my professional media colleague. He writes for the Women Voices newspaper, and I just want to have a few words with him as it relates to what just transpired. You listen to Councilor Koffa. What do you make of his statement quickly?
Councilor Koffa's statement definitely is in his own defense, and obviously you don't expect the defense to accept those evidence
or the ruling
provided against him. So it is within his own defense, and we look forward to what the court has to say.
Sure.
Tomorrow is the final argument, and that following that there will be a ruling, and subsequently there will be forwarded to the court that has jurisdiction over this matter. prior to that, prior to being forwarded to the Court of House jurisdiction, there will also be an indictment June by the grand jury from that Court of House jurisdiction. So we look forward to that on tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Certainly tomorrow is the final argument.
All right. Thank you, Benny. I don't want to take much of your time. I mean, basically, it's clear, though he expressed his disappointment, the evidence that was provided, like you said, obviously he will be in his own defense and all of that. So I guess we look forward to tomorrow. But what are you anticipating the atmosphere to be tomorrow? Now that it's been said, tomorrow will be final ruling or a final day for hearing to this situation, especially here at the City Court for preliminary examinations precisely.
What I think the court will do tomorrow, like I said previously, this court is the court of first instance, so the idea of checking the validity of the charges that were leveled against Councillor Koffa and the police from the legislators.
Sure.
So if the court either does two things tomorrow. Either they accept that these charges are valid enough and for them to they put the House jurisdiction over the matter, or deny the charges tomorrow. So these are the two things that we anticipate from tomorrow's hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we look forward to that for tomorrow.
Thanks for joining me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, that's Benny, my colleague there from the Women Voices newspaper. Folks, we'd like to say thanks for following. So, like you heard it, tomorrow we'll be here again, same time in the morning. And of course, we'll bring you all of the details and the happenings here at the Monrovia City Court here up Capitol Hill at the Temple of Justice. My name is Anthony Williams. Earlier, my colleague was Fabian Koya. Aaron Talu has been behind camera and also have been talking to us here on this broadcast. Wherever you watched and followed us from, we'd like to say thanks for following. We'll rejoin you tomorrow at around 9 a.m. Bye-bye for now. Big five going to the airport too. I think one body come in. I don't know.